now since he started doing this, it's all you see. On X, it's all you see is Nina with him posting her. And then you see like other streamers and stuff, Aiden Ross talking about him, Gideon talking about him. How do you keep her after all this happens? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the podcast Rift, episode 25.
You're so far off. It's at least like 29.
No? 29, is it?
29.
Episode 29.
You're looking at a few
Time
episodes
flies when you're having fun, dude. Time flies when you're having fun. Welcome back, guys. We appreciate you watching, joining, viewing. Once again, we got a good one for you. All right, guys. This one, we're diving deep into the trenches because right now there's someone who's living deep in the trenches as well. So we can go down there with him. That's my man, Logan Paul. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Currently, this video or this podcast coming out today, and this past week, my man's been through some turmoil, dude. Have you seen what's all been going on?
Oh yeah, that's all I see on Twitter.
Dude, if you get it, it's X. It's X, by the way.
I'm gonna call it Twitter the rest of my days.
Really? Are you?
I was thinking about that yesterday. I saw something. I think it was
X.
I think it was a tweet, and it said somebody's like. It said Donald Trump did his first tweet in like a long time.
Did he?
He put out his mugshot with.
Oh, it's genius.
With he linked his website like DonaldTrump.com, whatever, and then. But anyway, they're like, yeah, Donald Trump put out his first tweet, and I was like, I didn't even think twice about it. I was like, are they still called tweets? I was like, I can't see a time where I'm not gonna say, like, somebody tweeted this.
Yeah, they say it's what do they call it now? It's not a post, but it's something else. I saw it the other day. Like, it's not retweeting anymore. It's like it's a repost. Yeah. Now it's not a retweet. I don't know. Maybe it's just a post. Yeah. I don't know, but it is. The reason why I'm saying I do want to switch it to X is because Twitter, what it was like, it was censored. There's other people running it like that would limit your speech, and now it's free speech. Right, and so I'm a proponent in free speech. Everything's free speech, and what Twitter was not that. And so the reason why I would rather shift it to X is because it's shifting more in the free speech and stuff that I believe in, as opposed to staying with limiting speech and restricting people on what they can and can't say. So that's why I'm like, all right, maybe I'm okay with switching over to X, even though it's kind of annoying. Like, is it a post now? Is it like an X? I don't know what it is. And even like. Twitter is 2 syllables. X is 1 syllable. And I think like in Instagram, like 1 syllable things are kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I definitely like the ring of Twitter better, but I think it's just because we said it so long.
iPhone, Apple. 1 syllable is just weird for me, dude. I don't know.
Those aren't 1 syllable.
I know. That's what X is. X is 1 syllable.
Oh.
The other ones are all multiple syllables, which allows. I think it's better. If you need something 1 syllable, it's kind of, I don't know, it's off for me. But we kind of went on a tangent. Basically, X is filled with not Logan Paul, not Dillon Danis, and not the fight. There's nothing about that. It's about the girlfriend, Nina.
Fiance, actually.
Oh, fiance. Now, yeah, which is even more than a girlfriend, right? Nina. I don't even know her last name. I guess it's about to be Nina Paul. I don't know. The celebrities.
Agdal or Agdal?
Agdal, is that what it is? Those celebrities are kind of weird because they like keep their last name, you know?
I'd never even heard of her before.
I hadn't either. I didn't know she was a celebrity. Now I do.
Yeah.
I know that she was like a mainstream celebrity, not because of the stuff that she done or her accolades that she completed. Maybe she deems was accolades, but basically it's flooded with pictures of her with other guys, and not just like not a drip, like a little, a drip out of a faucet. No, this is an absolute flood, like Niagara Falls, and it's not only on the post that was coming out. It was obviously her past as well. It had a little bit of Niagara Falls with it as well. There had to be some of that because the pictures are juicy. And Dillon Danis, Logan Paul's opponent, who he's going up against, he's playing the psychological warfare. He is getting deep into the mind of Logan. And I'm all for it, dude. What do you think?
it's pretty. I don't know, like, cause I've seen interviews with him and like he doing with Nelk and some other people and
Dillon.
Yeah,
okay.
And everyone's pretty much like, you don't think you're taking it like a little bit too far with all the pictures? And he's like, no, not at all. He's like, this is all public, like information. He's like, I'm not texting like ex-boyfriends asking for pictures. He's like, I'm finding stuff online and posting it. And he's like, Logan's like trying to sue me for harassment or all this. He's like, but I don't caption the pictures. He's like, it's not like I'm saying, oh, look at this whore. He goes, I just post them and leave them up for interpretation.
Really? Is that what he does?
That's exactly what he said. He's like, and like when he does comment something on it, he said he'll put a picture and say interesting. That's all he'll say because he's like, I'm not talking shit. I'm just reposting pictures that are online. He's like, I let y'all interpret them how you want to.
It's mind games, dude.
No.
And not only this man Dillon Danis, I'm telling you, he is. I mean, he's playing the game. He's the dude. I've never even heard of him before this fight. I didn't know he was. I had no clue. And now since he started doing this, he's all over the internet. He's all. I mean, it's all you see on X. It's it. It's all you see is Nina with him posting her, and then you see like other streamers and stuff. Aiden Ross talking about him, Gideon talking about him. All these guys are like, they're. I mean, he's right now. He is selling this fight. That's like we're talking about him right now, right? And so everybody is like, "Holy cow!" Like Logan Paul, what is he doing? He's not even. He's supposed to be selling this fight. Maybe he found a good opponent to sell the fight. Maybe he's trying to take a step back like someone else. I don't. But there's no way. Like this isn't. That's what some people are saying. This is like planned. They're like, oh, like he's doing it as a purpose. Because Logan and Jake's life is social media. I think we talked about this in a previous podcast. How they're chronically online and they don't have a life outside of the online world. And they started doing the daily vlogs. They started living their life so extravagantly and so insane that it wouldn't. I mean, heck, Jake Paul, he had a wedding with Tana. That wasn't even real.
I didn't even remember that. I like barely vaguely remember it now that you said it. But
he had a wedding. There wasn't a real wedding, and like threw and provided friends and recorded it, and like it wasn't like a fake wedding. It was like a reality TV fake wedding thing. Like, and they did this, and so it's like, how would anyone even be with with Logan or Jake because they're so online that like now people are like, wait, is this fake? Like, did he only propose to Nina because he knew it would cause drama and get clicks to sell more tickets on? Like, there's no way.
I don't think like there's definitely no way that he planned for any of this. But at the same time, I was wondering like when he's just sitting at home by himself looking at Twitter, seeing all this shit. If there's a slight part of him that's like, at least like we're selling this fight like crazy, or at least he's selling this fight like crazy, or if he's 100% just down in the dumps, like this guy's ruining my life, like screw this guy, like trying to find it because that's what he's talking about fighting. Is Rick Perry? He's he was in the UFC and he was like a bare knuckle boxer or bare knuckle fighter. Like he's like a bad dude. Like you don't want to fuck with. I want to say it's Mike Perry. I think Mike Perry. And so he's like the back because Logan Paul keeps on like that's his one comeback is saying like, oh, you're not going to show up for the fight. Like that's all he keeps on saying is that what's his name's not going to show up. So
well, I mean, what can you say?
Yeah, no, yeah. So he's like we have Mike Perry for backup whenever Dillon doesn't show up, we have him. So at the press conference, like they got in a big argument. Logan like threw something at him, like threw a cake at Dillon Danis. And Dillon Danis was like trying to fight him, whatever. So they like made Dillon Danis leave. Like the security, like there's videos of him like getting pulled out by security like before they did the face off. And Logan tweets out a video because Mike Perry was there. He did a face off with Mike Perry. He's like since Dillon got scared and decided to leave, I decided to do a face off with a real fighter. So I think he's like slowly trying to transition to fighting him. That way he can get rid of Dillon Danis and not have to deal with it. But the fans aren't letting it happen. Like everyone in the comments was like, oh no, he didn't leave. You're scared of him. Like you're fighting him. Like he's like you're not going to show up. Whatever. Like if he does that, he's not getting away with it. Like everyone's going to be on his head.
He has to fight him, and not only does he have to, like he should want to. No, like if he wants to stick with Nina, here's the deal. That's another thing. It's like, for me, if I found that on my girl's past, it would be over. I couldn't do it.
I agree if I found it. Now, if
someone exposed
if it was publicly exposed by my opponent, then it's almost worse for you to dump her. Because imagine if you were in Dillon Danis' position and you're like posting all these pictures.
He's got it, dude.
Yeah, and then you make this guy basically divorce his fiance. Like, you just.
I mean, it's not divorced though, because they just sign papers and stuff. They're not quite like they're technically like she's got a ring, but it's not like papers aren't signed and stuff. So you can break it off pretty easily.
Oh yeah, you can, but like it seems like to everyone else, it seems like a divorce. Like there's a full video that everyone's seen you proposing to her, getting married, pretty much, and now you just dump her after all this happens. Like Dillon owns you.
How do you keep her after all this happens?
Because I mean, at the same time, like when all of it happens, like one, you have to remember she is a model, so like all like the naked pictures of her, like covering her tits, whatever. All models basically have that stuff now. Like those models like that, not a big deal. But then there's the video, like the pictures of her like kissing all these guys.
I guess he knew that going in.
And like the guys she's kissing are Leonardo DiCaprio. What's the center fielder?
Oh, everyone, you just say a name.
Oh yeah,
I kissed him.
Like the biggest people. Oh, Bryce Harper. Like like so she's been with like the highest value men. And like, so like when you see that, like yeah, she's kissing Bryce Harper. Does that like completely trigger you, or like I don't know? I mean, obviously they're both 30 years old. Like you're at that age and like their status, you're not gonna find somebody that's.
She's like 30 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like at that, when you have that status and that age, you're not gonna find somebody. I mean, yeah, Logan could find somebody that's completely like a virgin and never been with another guy, but she's not gonna be around the people he's around. Like he would never.
That's the thing. Is like what's the deal with celebrities and always getting these? Like, why don't they just get normal people? Why celebrities like?
I think it's hard for you to be able to like relate to each other. At least that's what I'd assume.
Yeah, because they're not in the same realm.
I mean, if like you didn't do any social media stuff and you started dating some model like celebrity, like
weird.
I feel like it'd be tough.
It is.
Like I wouldn't want to do that.
It is tough. Yeah, it is weird, and that's where it's like. That's where I think it's so important. Like people want to be famous, they want to be recognized by so many people, but what they don't know is that they're also ruining their life. Like Taylor Swift, for instance. She will never find a man that truly loves her and cares about her the way that like my parents care about each other. Right? That will never happen because she is so iconic and she's like a symbol. Like the name Taylor Swift is not a person. It is a symbol. The girls that follow Taylor Swift are cults. It's a cult. Taylor Swift has a cult following, which by all means is like good for her. You know, she went out and built it. She built this name where she's a little symbol. She's not even a person anymore. She's like a god. But no man's going to want to date a god. You know? Unless you are God. Or not date, sorry. Have a family and live the rest of their life with her.
That's what I would disagree with that exact statement. That like, I think plenty of guys would fucking, if they had the chance with Swift, they'd fucking take it in a heartbeat.
She won't, but she can't. Her brain won't allow that.
Oh yeah, that's what. So it's not the issue's not guys. That
I'm not saying like that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the relationship will not work. She sacrificed her relationship. I think she knows it now. She sacrificed her relationship. I don't know. Does she want to have kids? She may have kids, but her kids are not going to have a family that like we had. That's like normal because of the way that she created her life and how ultra famous she is now.
I still think she could find. Like, obviously, the kids wouldn't have the same life. Same reason LeBron James' kids don't have the same life as us, but they still have the same caring family that we had.
Nah, because LeBron James is a dude. Like, who's LeBron James' wife? I don't know. Doesn't he have like multiple or something?
No. I don't know where you heard that from.
No, he slept with multiple people. Pretty sure.
I mean, I'm sure he has.
Nina has a pic. I don't know if he's slept with her, but Nina has a picture of her and LeBron James. That's the other thing. Dillon Danis is in the damn game because he'll throw up like stuff like that where it's just pictures, right? He'll just throw up. He'll be sleeping with a girl, or he'll have Nina's picture where he's making out with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? But then he'll throw a picture of LeBron James and Nina, and then it's like, wait. You're like, wait, did he sleep? Did they sleep together? Or like, what's the deal?
Logan Paul talked about that. He was getting interviewed by somebody. Like, I think it was at the press conference.
Yeah.
After Dillon had got kicked out and shit, but I think they asked him like how the pictures were like making him feel and stuff, and he's like, if you expect my girlfriend model, who's very famous, something, to not have pictures on the internet with other people, then you're delusional. He's like, guys come up and ask her for pictures all the time. He's like, LeBron James came up and asked her for a picture, and like that's where that picture came from. And then Dillon tweeted, and he's like, you're telling me LeBron fucking James came up to Nina fucking Agdal and asked her for a picture? And
I disagree on that. I wouldn't think that's exactly it, but yeah, it is funny because dude's in the game, and it's cool. It's cool to be a part of, or like be in the background and watch that kind of stuff. All go on. Because it's drama. You know, we eat up drama, especially when it's like fighting, and then there's gonna be a fight that's going to capitalize on it, make money. Good marketing, man. And we've talked about before the Pauls, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all the Pauls are master marketers, and Dillon Danis right now is taking over. He's destroying them, and so I'm excited to watch it. It's gonna be a fun thing. Probably gonna buy a ticket again. So they're doing it. They're making money. So yeah, guess we'll see how it goes. Curious to see the rest of Nina's pictures posted too, and how that relationship works. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But that's gonna do it for us today, guys. This is a lot that went on this past week, just in that field alone. And so I want to talk on that real fast. But we're here every Monday and Friday, coming back with you guys, giving you guys entertainment, the juicy stuff, trying to provide you with the best and most value that we can. So if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Guys, leave us a comment. What do you think? Is Nina going to last? Is Logan going to last? Who's going to win, Dillon or Logan? Who's it going to be? Take it easy. Talk to you later. Peace.